gymnasium will be larger than the middle school gymnasium, even though it's not a competition gymnasium. That's just based on the student population. The high school gymnasium at this time is going to seat between 1,300 and 1,400 people in the gym. It'll be a college regulation size gymnasium. And if you've ever been in Amanda Clear Creek's new high school, it'll be similar to Amanda Clear Creek, with 10 rows of bleachers on one side, possibly 14 to 17 rows of bleachers on the other side. There is going to be an auditorium. An auditorium is not partnered with the OSFC for educational space. Our Board of Education has agreed to put some of our LFI dollars, our locally funded initiative dollars, to have an auditorium in the new high school. That auditorium right now, as it sits and as it's designed, seats a little over 600 people, and our student body population at that point is estimated to be 620, not counting the 40 or 50 kids that go to JVS. So it will be large enough to house our high school student body when they have assemblies in there. Back to the athletic portion of it, what they will do as a partnership, they will level the dirt in order for us to have baseball fields, softball fields, soccer practice fields, and those sorts of things. It's very minimalistic. No dugouts, very limited fencing. So that's where our LFI dollars, our locally funded initiative dollars, comes in to fund all the things we need for our student athletes. Because you know that is a huge part of student life, is our extracurriculars. And I know many of these students who were sitting here this morning just looking at them, and I saw a lot of them in action either yesterday or Wednesday or Tuesday. Our students do participate in athletics. It's very important that we do provide those facilities for those kids. Leading into that, athletic facilities, Michelle Landman is here, and she is a co-director or co-chair of our capital campaign. And our capital campaign is going to be earmarked for athletic facilities. We just met yesterday. Michelle and Dave Hannes are the two co-chairs on that project that will be soliciting funds from a lot of different organizations to fund these athletic facilities back in the field. So we do want to have a facility to be proud about, not just the educational facility, but also the athletic and the music facility as well. We are dreaming big on this. We want to dream big because we feel like this is our one opportunity to get it right and to put everything on one campus. You know, we do have a great partner on east of us on 22, OCU, who we've had numerous conversations about for post-secondary enrollment and for our athletic issues and dual enrollment options. So we do have a partner sitting about 2 miles from us as a crow flies that we want to continue that partnership with them as well. I know at this time, Michelle, and her group are not ready to roll out what the capital campaign is going to look like. That'll probably start the first of the year. And then you all will be informed about how that's going to be structured and what the needs are for the district at that point. Groundbreaking. Last week we had some articles in the newspaper about when are things going to start happening out on Clark Drive. We would have liked to have had things start happening now in the fall. A lot of things went into not happening in the fall. One was the change in the governor last November. When the governor changed, the OSFC changed. The director resigned the next day, I believe because of party affiliations. And the OSFC did not have an executive director until February of this past year. Literally, our schematic designs sat on the desk of the OSFC from December the 5th until February the 26th when they were finally approved. So the lag time there causes us not to be able to go out and have a groundbreaking and start moving dirt around the pumpkin show, which was originally planned. So that's kind of a delay in the process there. But we are back on schedule. On our timeline, we were supposed to approve design developments at the October board meeting. So now we're approving them at the September board meeting. So we are a bit ahead of schedule. We are trying to push out the construction documents sometime before the end of this year and have the estimates all complete and be at the $0 that we have to hit on our budget and be able to go out to bid the first of the year. So that's kind of the time frame. The occupancy, when are we going to move in? How many freshman and sophomore class officers do we have here? Raise your hand, please. Okay. This year's sophomore class officers in the sophomore class, they'll be the first group that will move into the new high school. When they leave for Christmas break 2013, we'll tell them to clear their lockers, take all their books home, and when they come back, they won't be coming back into this building, they'll be coming back into the new building. So that's the plan now. The elementary school students are the same way. When they leave December of 13, when they come back after Christmas break in January 14, they'll be going to the new building out back. I know it's going to be a change in their schedule, and a lot of kids are routine oriented, but it will be an exciting time for them, and I'm sure they'll get oriented very quickly to their new surroundings. The middle school then, June of 2014 is when we'll start construction on the new middle school. And it's a 12-month process. So when we come back for opening of school fall of 2015, the new middle school will be occupied as well. So by fall of 2015, everybody will be on one campus. All the students will be here. The athletic facilities will be here. Everything will be open and operational. And then we'll have about a one-year phase out of all the construction processes and sign off on all those processes. So that's kind of, in a nutshell, where we are on the construction documents and our construction phases. Tomorrow in the Tiger Page Superintendent's Corner, I've put on there an email that if you would like to be included on the monthly construction news update that I send out to all staff and about 100 community members. There's an email address there to get with you if you want to become part of that. It is listserve, LISTSERVE, at CVCSD, Circleville City Schools District, CVCSD.com. If you just simply email that listserv, then you'll begin to get the construction updates monthly as we put those out. So that gives you another way to stay abreast of what's going on with our construction here on Park Drive. Finally, the last thing I want to talk about are the grants that we've received here in our school district. I'm sure that you have paid attention to the national politics, even the state politics, on the race to the top money. We were fortunate enough with our union leadership to agree to become a race to the top district. Our school board wanted to become a race to the top district, and we are proceeding with that. And that's all about student achievement and teacher effectiveness. That's all about race to the top. Not quite $500,000, but pretty close to $500,000. We're also part of the Ohio TIF, the Ohio Teacher Incentive Fund, and that's close to probably $300,000 or $400,000 every year, and that's based on student achievement, and it's looking at teacher effectiveness there as well. Teachers have the opportunity to get better as a professional and to increase student achievement and to earn extra money along the way. We applied for and received a $50,000 Safe and Drug-Free School grant, which later became a $75,000 grant. And by grants, it's free money. And so we are out there searching for ways to improve our education programs here. Just this week, I believe our entire district, well, I believe grades 3 through 12, heard an anti-bullying speaker that came in. Did it all here at the auditorium in different phases with different groups of kids, but we're trying to follow through with that Safe and Drug-Free School grant, and we're going to be doing some things at the local building levels to make sure that happens as far as keeping our schools safe and drug-free. We received our continuation of our middle school technology grant. For any of you who have kids who were in 7th grade